going to Montmartre. Sex and the erotica have always been a big part of the Montmartre story.
Oh, this is real life out here. 292 of them. You're like, oh hey, we're there. Look, we're outside again. No, that is not true, because we have even more.
I'm Kirstin and this is Andy. We're taking a short break from refitting our 50-foot sailboat to take my mom on a promised and much delayed trip to Paris, France. We've already checked out some beautiful places in Paris and took a 3-day excursion out of the city up to Normandy. We are back in Paris and are set to explore the eclectic neighborhood of Montmartre. Today we're going to Montmartre and I found a cool little walking tour on Google. So we'll just try to follow that. It gives you everything to do in order and a description and some pictures at each stop. So we'll try to do that and see how it goes. Do you want to hear the walking tour?
The walking tour.
Okay. Looking down the hill, you'll see a nightclub called Folie Pigalle. This was once the Café Nouvelle, a theme frequented by Van Gogh, Henri Matisse, and Degas, where the latter painted his famous L'Absinthe. By the 1940s, the bar had become a striptease club where the Nazis and later French resistance fighters would relax. Sex and the erotica have always been a big part of the Montmartre story. Restaurant Le Chat Noir, the world's first modern cabaret. Okay, so this is the Café du Moulin. Here you'll see the Moulin de la Galette. The windmill here is the only original windmill remaining today, but back then Montmartre was full of windmills. Found another sailboat. One block on, you will find a small park on the left of the Rue Girardon. In the park, there's a statue of the first Bishop of Paris, Saint Denis. At the corner where it turns to the right onto Rue l'Abreuvoir, you will see a small bust of the famous Egyptian, Italian, French singer Dalida. On the corner with the Rue des Soleils, you'll see the Maison Rose or Pink House, where Utrillo and many other painters used to hang out. The original red windmill stood atop a low building here, which marked the entrance to the cabaret where kings and paupers could mix and watch girls dancing the famous can-can dance. That windmill burned down in a fire, but the club was rebuilt and continues to wow audiences. The can-can, where dancers kick up their legs one after the other, getting quicker and quicker, was originally danced by both sexes, but women in the late 19th century wore open underclothes, which would occasionally flash audiences as they danced. Here at the Moulin Rouge, they found that the more the girls flashed, the more customers kept returning. And over the years, the underclothes got shorter and shorter as the club became more and more famous. Baz Luhrmann's film with Nicole Kidman and Ewan McGregor reignited interest in the club in 2001. The Moulin Rouge remains one of the main attractions in Paris, with shows every night at 9 and 11 p.m. Another set of stairs.
Yeah, update for everyone. The fearless leader is trying to kill us. Trying to do us all in.
Yep.
Look at these. Oh, this is real life out here. It's raining. She's taking us up 1,000,000 steps. Oh, man. She's pretending like she's not tired.
I'm fine.
Really, she is.
Could go run a marathon right now.
Woo.
This is the Wall of Love. It says, I love you in lots of different languages.
Last time we were here, the artists were out when we got here, and then it started pouring down raining. So we ducked into this restaurant, and all the artists packed up and they didn't come back out for today. So I'm loving looking at all this art. It's incredible. Gotten Kirstin to agree to get one of the drawings, but before that I have to go get some euros. So in search of an ATM. The gentleman said there'd be one on this street.
Like it? So it can be nice on the field wall, just a glass of it. It's simple.
Cool. I like it. We are in the Jardin Renoir. It's a museum of Montmartre, and it's kind of a cute little hidden gem.
The vineyards are right down there.
So the vineyards are on a lot of lists of like secret places, hidden gems in Paris. It kind of feels like we are in the secret gardens. Thanks for letting us stop at the Museum of Montmartre.
So, by Parisian standards, the absolutely spectacular Sacré Cœur is not nearly as old as many of the other monuments, churches, buildings, all that sort of stuff here in Paris, but it is both spectacular and its history is kind of riddled with a little bit of controversy. So, the Basilica was first proposed in the same year as the Paris Commune, and it was kind of in response to Napoleon III's defeat in the Prussian War, and some people were looking to kind of raise the spirits of the city and so on. The building started in, I think, 1870. It was finished in 1914, consecrated in 1917. Absolutely spectacular church. It's Basilica, sorry. It's so beautiful. And I think now it's pretty widely accepted as like an integral part of Parisian culture, a monument to the city amongst itself. But if you come to Paris, you have to come here. It is fantastic.
We lucked out with no line. We got our tickets right away.
Oh, the boss did it again. More steps, 292 of them, up to the top of Sacré Cœur. Don't ask questions you don't want to know the answer to.
101, 102.
I mean, it's not far yet.
A third of the way there.
I'm not breathing hard. 160 more steps.
This is what we call the false hope terrace. You're like, oh, hey, we're there. Look, we're outside again. No, that is not true, because we have even more.
It's raining.
That would be cool.
if it rained enough that we could see the water going out the gargoyles.
There's steep ones. What are you trying to say?
90 marches for arriver. So close. Only 8. Only 8 left to go.
And you said you put down your morning guns. Would you follow me to wander?
100% worth the climb. It's amazing.
Of thunder, fear is an imposter. When you look at me this way, I find it hard to not give in.
Was it worth the steps?
Yes, definitely worth the steps.
So the days became weeks, it felt just like the night before. You were slow.
We're hanging out at the bottom of Sacré Cœur because it is pouring outside.
Yeah, the rain's hard enough for that.
Hung out in the back of the church for a little bit, the bottom of the church. I was pouring down rain. We are taking a break in the rain to try to get over to dinner. Radar looks like it's gonna pick back up again, but you never know, because it didn't look like it was gonna downpour either. So on we go. Look at this. Look at all these stairs and look at the tram. It goes up and down. And instead, the boss is taking us on all the stairs.
To be fair, I didn't know that existed.
It's probably 50 cents for the ride, too. I want to make them watch the video of me walking up and down those stairs. How much?
$1.90.
$1.90.
As much as a metro ride.
When you look at me this way, I find it hard to not